Why do the most ignorant people name their YouTube channels the most utterly inappropriate things? Today, we're going to look at a video on atheism from a channel that calls itself Common Sense. Yeah, not so much. Okay, not at all. This is another really tiny channel that doesn't seem to get a lot of uploads, but it just popped up on my radar one day, and I decided to take a look. Honestly, this is one of those channels who can prove exactly why the religious are so delusional in 2 minutes or less. And they don't have any excuses. It isn't like Google couldn't provide answers anytime they cared to look. But they don't care to look because reality doesn't matter. Why would it? It gets in the way of their feelings. So let's go join Common Sense in his car as he tries to tell us that we can't be atheists, only proving that his knowledge of the English language sucks.
I'd like to talk to the atheists out there. You really shouldn't call yourself an atheist because you can't be one.
Well, that's funny because I am an atheist. It doesn't matter what crazy things go on in your head. I fit the definition of the word, which is, according to the dictionary, a person who disbelieves or lacks belief in the existence of God or gods. And that would be me. I lack belief in the existence of any gods because there is no objective evidence to support any of them being real. So that makes me an atheist. Now, go ahead, embarrass yourself, and try to tell me that I'm wrong.
Because atheist means there is not a God anywhere, any place.
Nope, you're mistaken. I already gave the definition of atheism. This really isn't that hard to figure out. A, the prefix, means without. Theos means gods. I am without gods. I am an atheist. Do the Greek.
That even eliminates the clockwork God who winds it up like a clock and walks away and doesn't have anything to do with it.
You know, that deist God that also has no evidence whatsoever for its existence. All of this ultimately comes down to evidence. If there is no evidence for a claim, and it doesn't matter what claim you're talking about, you could be saying that invisible, intangible, universe-creating pixies made everything, but without evidence that can be objectively examined for that claim, I am going to reject it as irrational and indefensible. So far, no one has been able to produce sufficient evidence that any God of any kind is actually real. And I kind of doubt you'll be able to do any better.
Well, to know there's no God anywhere means you've gone to every planet, you've gone to every star system, you've gone to every dusty corner of the universe, looked and saw there was no God.
Well, then it's convenient that's not what atheism means then, isn't it? It's a complete straw man for people who either don't know better or who are dishonest, and I have no idea which of those applies here. The whole argument is silly. I'm sure our theist here doesn't believe in Xenu, the pseudo-deity of Scientology. Does that mean that he's gone to every planet in every galaxy and verified that Xenu isn't real? Yeah, I don't think so. Has he done that for dragons or leprechauns? No? Does he believe those things exist? No? Huh.
But to do that, you have to have godlike powers, which makes you a god.
So, exactly when did you become a god to verify that unicorns aren't real? All you have to do is possess the ability to step back and look at the absurdity of your own claims, and the religious far too often entirely lack this. These are not rational arguments. Oh yeah, and I know what they'll say. Well, I don't believe unicorns don't exist. I just have no reason to think that they do. Exactly. Now apply that to your God.
So, at the most you can say is you're an agnostic, which I don't mind people calling themselves agnostics, because you can say, I don't think there is a God, but you can't say, I know there's not a God.
Well, there's a surprise. It's yet another theist who has no clue what agnostics are either. Honestly, this isn't that difficult if you just do a little bit of research. Otherwise, you end up looking like a complete idiot online, and I have no idea why the religious are so happy to do that. So, I'll let you in on a little secret here. Getting close, here we go. Agnosticism has to do with knowledge. Atheism has to do with belief. An agnostic, in the religious sense, doesn't say that they don't know if there's a God. They say they cannot know if gods are real. It is not possible for humans to have any knowledge of any kind about the existence or characteristics of God. Going back to the Greek, without, gnosis, knowledge. It means without knowledge. Most agnostics are also atheists. They don't think it's possible to know if gods exist, and therefore they don't believe in gods. This really isn't that difficult.
I'll talk about agnostics in another video. If you like this one, please subscribe.
Yeah, no. Considering that, as I write this video has 1 upvote and 23 downvotes, and your entire comment section is calling you names, I don't think anyone is impressed with this nonsense. But I'm sure it won't matter because, religion is not based on reality, but on emotional comfort. He doesn't care if the crazy things coming out of his mouth are true, so long as they make him feel good and push a comforting religious narrative. He's talking about things that he has absolutely no clue about, and worse, he's trying to tell other people how they're allowed to define themselves when he has the definition of pretty much everything completely wrong. Again, facts? Who needs facts? Well, you do. And the unfortunate reality here is that you have none, and that just makes you look ridiculous. Now, I don't know if this guy is ever going to make another video about agnosticism or not, because he's gotten so absurdly downvoted for this load of rubbish. Hopefully he's going to go and get a basic education and stop making himself look like an idiot. I kinda doubt it, but hey, I can always hope, right?